It's easy to see that the Denver Broncos and the Colts game was probably not what we were looking for in terms of Thursday Night Football, because if I wanted to just go kick field goals or watch a team that's all they did was kick field goals, I mean, I would just go watch my Vikings again and again and again. But the Denver Broncos, I don't even know what to say after last night. I don't, because we've seen them now 3 primetime games, just haven't quite gotten it done, and it's not like they're not talented. I mean, if you look at, the rest of this team defensively, the Broncos are such a talented team that it's not even fair, really. Matt Ryan was sacked multiple times. The run game was, for the Colts. Like, they ran for over 100 yards, but overall, I mean, the Broncos played pretty solid. Now, they have shown a tendency to be able to give up a little bit on the ground, but, I do think that this is overall still a very good defense, but, man, this offense for the Broncos, it's definitely frustrating. I can understand it. You had Melvin Gordon and Mike Boone really kind of trying to shoulder the load for the whole, Javonte Williams situation. I pray for a speedy recovery for him and everything. But, there is a lot going on with this Denver Broncos squad just in terms of, from a coaching perspective, those calls where, having Russell Wilson pass, late in the game on 4th down to go try to go get a touchdown there to go win the game. And, I mean, if the Super Bowl a couple of years ago wasn't any indicator of not to do that, I don't know what was. But at the same time, I just felt like Melvin Gordon was running the football very well. You had them on the ropes. Like, you literally had the Colts on the ropes. They were tired. They were, it was the whole hands on knees type situation. And you threw the football late in the game. And I think that at the end of the day, obviously that's a play calling and coaching decision. But if you're Russell Wilson, if you just signed that huge monster contract, you would think you would have a little bit more pull. You would think that he would be more more apt. That's a better word to run the football. You would figure he would want to run the football after Melvin Gordon was getting some things going. Everybody else, the offensive line was getting on it. So I mean, I just really felt like this Denver Broncos offense. There's just so much going on that, quite frankly, I don't think that anybody was prepared for how that kind of went down. And moving forward. Can the Broncos offense regroup? That's the big question here. I think, again, you've got too many talented players. Melvin Gordon, I know Javonte Williams is out, but, again, you wish for a speedy recovery there. But you've got a lot of talented players that can run the football, guys like Mike Boone. Melvin Gordon, when he can hang on to it, I think he's a very good football player. Russell Wilson, I think as the leader of this particular offense, you need to be able to jump in a little bit more. Now, defensively, again, I'm not that worried about it. Yes, you've got gashed a couple of weeks in terms of running the football, but I'm not really that worried about it. I do think that the Broncos are in a position where the offense needs to take that next step. I'm not talking they don't need to put up 30 points a game, but I think that if they can get to the point where they're scoring more than 9 points a game, for that matter, or in any capacity better than what this offense is right now. Because I just really feel like, especially if you look at what's happened over the last couple of weeks, you squeak by the Texans, you barely score 11 points against the 49ers. You lose to the Raiders, which is definitely a tough game in its own right, especially with that AFC West, and then finally losing to the Broncos 12-9. The Colts 12-9. It's rough. It's absolutely rough right now, and I think that the Broncos, when you answer the question of can they get regrouped, absolutely. I think this is too talented of a team not to. I think coaching with Nathaniel Hackett and company, there needs to be a better understanding of their players' strengths, their weaknesses, and how they can use their certain personnel. And I think moving forward, the Denver Broncos, I think there is a possibility, but there needs to be a little bit of regrouping moving forward, and we think that they can do it. But let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like and subscribe down below. Leave a like and a comment. It helps people find the show. We greatly appreciate all the support that we've gotten and continue to get. You guys are all truthfully awesome. We love every single one of you. Down in the description below, you'll find all of our social media platforms. So give us a like and a follow there. Also, remember to give us a listen and sub on iTunes. And finally, if you have anything else you'd like us to cover, send us an email at thesportsbp@yahoo.com or put it in the comment section down below, and we would love to cover it. But let us know what you guys think about if the Denver Broncos offense can regroup.